Vladimir, great to be with you. It was a very interesting evening here, to say the least. Have you been reporting? It was a moment of real clarity between the two candidates, the clarity of the fact that they seem to dislike each other very much. I had wondered going into all of this whether they would be able to smooth that over and maintain an air of decorum, but obviously not so much. Bob Schieffer, my colleague, is right here with us, and Bob has moderated 3 of these debates and has covered all of the others. Bob, what did you see?
Well, I must say, this was a different kind of debate. For one thing, I've never heard in any of the presidential debates that I've covered or moderated, the decorum breakdown as it did here. I mean, all of this cheering and going on, it's always been a tradition in these debates that the audience remains quiet.
And they were told again and again before they went on the air, you can't say a word.
But they didn't they didn't let that stop them. I also thought that it started out in a fairly business-like way, but it in about 15 minutes in, it just sort of devolved into a lot of name-calling and a lot of back and forth. Donald Trump came as Donald Trump, and Hillary Clinton came as Hillary Clinton, and with the pluses and minuses that both of those characterizations bring with it. I didn't learn very much tonight, it seemed to me. I tell you what I didn't hear at all. I didn't hear once either of them say how they plan to put together the kind of coalitions that will be needed in Washington to pass any of these programs proposed by either of them. It was, here's what I'm going to do, almost as if it was a fait accompli, you know. If I may just issue one little bit of warning here, it takes more than just saying you're going to do something to get it done. Washington has been in gridlock for I don't know how long now. I didn't hear anybody say how they plan to break that gridlock. I think he was preaching to Donald Trump supporters. She was preaching to Hillary Clinton supporters. I don't know if either one of them gained or lost any votes here tonight, but it really does underscore, as you were saying, Scott, how deep the divide is in this country right now.
And it's very important, of course, right now, because the polls are essentially tied at this point. Since about the second week of August, Hillary Clinton's polling numbers have been in continual decline. Donald Trump's have been coming up, and they have now met in the middle as they met on this stage. And there are quite a number of undecided voters as well. So the debates really matter in this election.
Well, I think they do, but I'm not sure the needle moved much tonight. I mean, maybe Clinton supporters got new energy and you know, new resolve to get out there and work for her. Maybe Trump supporters did the same. I don't know about that, but you know, what's so interesting about this election this year, Scott, we have 2 people that the majority of people say they don't like, and a majority don't particularly trust either one of them. You know, not trusting someone is not something that makes you want to go out and vote for them. So maybe both their strategies tonight was something to the effect that, look, I know people don't like me very much or don't trust me, but if I can get my people, encourage them to go out and vote, maybe the other people won't come out and vote. So maybe this was kind of a get out the vote kind of strategy for both candidates tonight.
And to your point, sort of an unpopularity contest, each trying to make the other 2% more unpopular than they are.
Yeah, because you know, there are not many undecideds out there right now. But it is very, very, very even right now. So I'm not sure this really moved the needle very much tonight, but who am I to say?
And
we'll find out.
Here we have Donald Trump
Yep.
and his wife speaking to reporters as they make their way through the hall. At one point, Hillary Clinton called him a racist. At another point, he called her a political hack. Hillary Clinton's approach to this was to lay on, as she does, nuanced policy options. She very often seemed to be reading notes at the podium. Donald Trump's approach to the debate was a bumper sticker approach. Law and order. Bring our jobs back. His points rarely had more than 3 or 4 words in them, and sometimes that's what punches through on television.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Maureen Dowd, the New York Times columnist, said, you know, Hillary Clinton is the queen of homework. He is the king of winging it, and I think you kind of saw a little of that tonight. He performed as I think many of his supporters hoped he would. I thought she managed to maintain her composure remarkably well in light of some of that last bit of stuff that he went through there toward the end. I thought one of her better moments was when he, you know, finally toned down or stopped. She said, "Oh, okay," and I thought that was kind of cute as it was. But there were not many of those kind of moments tonight for me.
Bob Schieffer, thank you so much. I always learn a lot when I cover these things with you, and I appreciate you.
It's always fun to be with you, Scott.
Thank you.